I want to take this moment to speak directly to the undocumented community. We have over 700,000 undocumented immigrants in New York. They're essential workers, they are our neighbors, they are our friends. And as we all know, they were hit hard during the COVID-19 pandemic. Many were left out of economic relief programs. How would you address that? And I want to start with Scott Stringer.
You're absolutely right. The frontline heroes in this city were our essential workers, the people who were undocumented. You know, they got up every morning, they did deliveries, they went to work in so many different places. They never requested any protective gear. They just did the people's business, and they are truly heroes.
Thank you, Bill. Este debate es muy importante para nuestra comunidad hispana y Noticias Univisión 41 está aquí para buscar respuestas a tus preguntas. Y ahora a las preguntas. The pandemic has left New York City with a profound economic crisis. Latino and Black residents, as we all know, have been hit the hardest. How do we rebuild the city, create jobs, reopen small businesses, and get housing for the homeless? And at the same time, right, not drive away people who are already taxed at the highest rates in the country. And I would like to start with you, Ms. Garcia.
Thank you for that question. This city has been hit incredibly hard by COVID. But one of the things that is also true is that women have been hit harder.
Diane Morales, what's your vision on this?
So listen, as a former nonprofit executive who on the regular managed budgets where we were getting reimbursed 80 cents on the dollar and that was the expectation, I understand what it is we need to do in order to...
Ms. Morales, there has been some allegations about racial aggression, sexual harassment, exploitation, among other violations that contradict what your campaign has been promoting thus far. What do you tell voters, right, that may be concerned that these types of allegations might just follow you into City Hall?
Sure. You know, I think the first thing that I have to tell voters is that I have been a successful manager and leader of organizations for decades. And the kind of thing that we're talking about that has transpired on this campaign is actually...
You've been criticized for quitting your job in the height of the pandemic, when New Yorkers needed food and when trash was too often piling up. Just this week, one of your opponents said that anyone who worked for the current administration for 7 of his 8 years is not the change we need. Considering your work history, will your administration be any different from Mayor Bill de Blasio's administration? If so, how?
I invite anyone on this stage to talk about track records because I actually have one. No one on this stage did more than during the pandemic back in March and April and May when things were really dire to keep this city going. Not only delivering literally 1 million meals a day, which is now a program that has reached 230 million meals, but also making sure that we were collecting the garbage during the height of COVID. And I would hear stories from people that when they heard the garbage truck, and they don't always love hearing a garbage truck in the middle of the night, they knew that it would be okay. I was there for New York because I take on the tough problems and I do the job day in and day out, no matter what the weather is.
So why did you quit in the height of the pandemic?
I left in September because I knew that the budget had been cut at the Department of Sanitation, and I very forcefully